Hello, my name is Katie and I'm a diabetes dietitian, and through a series of videos I aim to show you how to calculate the carbohydrates in the foods that you eat. This will help you to manage your diabetes, improve your blood glucose levels and hopefully build flexibility with what you eat and when you eat. In this video we're going to show you how to use the Carbs Cals book. This is my serving of pasta. Let's look this up together in the Carbs Cals book. Firstly, we can turn to the contents page at the front of the book where the foods are listed in categories and also in alphabetical order. Alternatively, I can turn to the index and look up the food there. I'm going to compare my pasta with the images in the book. The green circle represents the carbohydrates in that food. The bold figure below the image represents the weight of that food. So from this image, I estimate that there are 50 grams of carbohydrates in my serving of pasta. But remember, this is just an estimate because I don't know if my serving of pasta is the same weight as the one in the image. If I wanted to be more accurate, I could weigh my pasta and calculate it using our equation. Here is the calculation. Carbohydrates in reference food divided by weight of reference food times by the weight of my serving. Here we need two bits of information from our carbohydrate reference guide. To do this calculation we need a calculator, a notepad and pen, the Carbs Cals book, some scales, a plate and also the food. Firstly, let's weigh the pasta. To weigh our pasta we need to turn the scales on. We then need to pop our plate on top of the scales and select 0 or tare. Now the scales should read 0. Now we need to place the food on the plate to weigh it. So as you can see, my pasta weighs 118 grams. I now need two bits of information from the Carbs Cals book to carry out this calculation. I need the carbohydrates, which is circled in green, and I also need the weight of the food, which is written in bold underneath the image. Now let's do the maths. The calculation is carbohydrates in reference food divided by weight of reference food times by the weight of my serving. So this calculation is 50 divided by 148 times by 118, which gives me 39.8 grams of carbohydrates in my serving, which we can round up to 40. So when I use Carbs Cals to estimate the carbohydrates in my serving of pasta, I estimated that there were 50 grams of carbohydrates on my plate. But when I actually used the calculation and weighed my food, we worked out that there are 40 grams of carbohydrates on my plate. So in this video, we have showed you two ways to use the Carbs Cals book. A quick way, choosing an image that looks most like your food, or the more accurate way, by using the calculation and weighing our food. Why don't you try Carbs Cals to estimate or to accurately calculate the carbohydrates in the foods that you usually eat?